In front of me is a ZTE Blade V70, and today I'll be going over unboxing along with a quick look at the device, its specifications, and just give you my general opinions about the phone itself. Okay, so let's get straight into this by completely crapping on this bullshit right here. So we have 256 gigabytes of storage, which is fine, and then this abominable garbage I despise seeing. It's misleading, and at worst it's just straight up scamming. Telling you that it's a 14 gigabyte RAM is absolute bullshit, and then giving it a fucking asterisk right here like it's, I don't know, supposed to change something that you're trying to F around with people. It's just pissing the shit out of me. And the thing here that absolutely tilts me is the fact that these cunts decided to give you 4 gigabytes of actual RAM and then give you plus 10. You know what? Why the hell would you limit yourself? Why not just put that you have 256 gigabytes of RAM in here? I mean, fuck, why stop there? You know? So this is absolutely just bullshit right here, and scamming. And also, it's a little bit damaging to your storage, which is this number right here. As these 10 gigabytes don't come out of freaking thin air. This isn't Hogwarts right here. This number needs to come from somewhere else, which it does come from the storage itself, meaning that you don't actually have plus 10 gigabytes and still 256 of storage. You actually have 246 gigs of storage plus 10 gigabytes of RAM. So there should be like a minus right there of 10 in this case. If you want to do that fucking plus right here, you're supposed to subtract it from somewhere else. And we're not breaking physics right here. So anyway, that's one thing that pisses me off. But let's see, maybe the rest of the phone probably will suck too, but hopefully not. Now we also have some basic information, like it's a 6.7 inches, a 120 hertz whole screen. That's a way to describe it. Whole screen. Okay. 50 megapixel AI camera. Oh, wow. And 5000 milliampere battery with more AI. Get this shit out of my face. Okay, let's move on to the phone. And on the phone we have about, well, the same bullshit that we had on the box. Great. So here's our device. Let's set it to the side. Yoink that out of the way. 40 hours of battery life, SIM tool, instructions, warranties, and other garbage. Cable that can't even be packaged correctly. That's great. You're supposed to do it like this. Here, that's how you use it. ZTE. That's what you're supposed to do. Look, just put it in here then. Shit. I'm struggling with that myself. Voila, there you go. So you're supposed to package your shit. Anyway, moving on. Got a silicone clear case, and another bullshit that pisses me off, which is the inclusion of a plastic screen protector. This plastic, as you can see, and this piece of shit should have already been on the device out of the box, because otherwise this abhorrent garbage will have air bubbles when you put it up yourself. I wish you luck putting that perfectly yourself. It's almost impossible. So there is no screen protector applied to the device out of the factory, which this piece of shit should have been out of the factory on your phone instead of included separately in the box. So anyway, let's move on. And additionally, talking about this, if you're going to include a screen protector, include a tempered glass. They're not expensive. You can literally get them at like cents. So it shouldn't be that difficult thing to add to the device. And tempered glass is much easier to apply to your screen without actually having any kind of crap show up under the display. So yeah. So based on this kind of initial look, this is already a budget device through and through. So I most likely should probably tone down my expectations, but yeah, that's not for me. So moving on, let's talk about the display right here, which I already talked about, but obviously they kind of skipped some of the important information, like what I think type of the display here we have, and also what the resolution of it is. And the resolution right here of this display is 720p, so more precisely 720 by 1612 LCD display. Oh, great. Now again, budget display, so I should tone down my expectations, and this is honestly, for $100, not a bad display considering it's 120 frames. So that is a kind of a good thing, though arguably it will probably depend on the person. Some people might actually like higher resolution over the 720p, maybe something like 1080. I think I myself would prefer the 120, as this just gives you a nicer and a smoother motion when, for instance, scrolling to language selection right here. It's not the best display right here. These letters do kind of smear a little bit when in motion, but honestly, for $100, I can't really complain. Now, let's actually change it to English. Whatever. And let's quickly go to the setup. Now, while going through the setup, you can kind of see how sluggishly it goes from page to page. Though, decent amount of these pages is kind of going relatively smoothly. Not every page. So, you can kind of see right here. So, let's see. Navigating through the system seems to be, for the most part, smooth. Might have a couple hiccups, but seems smooth for the most part. So that's good. And the device actually is being powered by a Unisec T606 processor. Now there's another version of this device which comes with 8 GB of RAM, which if you're going to pick up this device, I highly urge you to go for that one instead of the 4. Having an actual RAM that is at a bit of a higher capacity will be much better than going for the cheapest possible thing that you can get. Both of these options, no matter which RAM option you pick, will have 256 GB of storage. Now it is expandable via an SD card, so that's also great. And you just lower down the brightness a little bit. There we go. So other than that, we have a 5000 mAh battery that can be charged at a measly 23 watts of power. But that being said, this device costs $100. This, on the other hand side, is closer to like $800. This charges at 25. 2 watts faster on a flagship device from Samsung. So it is a slow charging speed. I'm not gonna kind of justify this, but some other companies think that 25 watts is okay enough to put in their flagship devices and charge nearly $1,000. So I might not like the fact that it only is 23 right here, but shit, some manufacturers can't conceive any faster speeds without their devices actually blowing up for no reason. While China is making phones that charge at 125 watts. So yeah. So for a budget device, this is, I would say, fine, considering for people, Samsung is fine. So this definitely should be fine. And let's move on to the cameras. As a budget device, it most likely will kind of struggle with this. And if we flip it to the back, we have what looks to be a triple camera setup. Looks can be deceiving though. So I can already tell you this is a fake by the looks of it. This is a real one. And I can't really tell if this is fake or not. So let's open up our camera. I'm gonna quickly find it out. So let's get started. So I'm gonna cover up this one, which I think it's fake. Let's see, 2x zoom, nothing. Portrait, nothing. 50, nothing. Panorama, nothing. Video, again, nothing. So not a single one of these modes uses this lens, so it's a fake like I mentioned. So let's cover the other one, this one. Again, nothing. Nothing, 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 nothing. So it's all using, like I mentioned, this. So technically this phone only has a single 50 megapixel camera and two bullshit ass cameras that are pretending to be something while they're absolutely effing nothing. Great, I love to see this bullshit on phones. So that we're past this. Now with the 50 megapixel camera, you can record videos at 1080p 30. And then at the front we have a 16 megapixel in this hole punch. And that also does 1080p 30. So nothing really substantial right here at any point, which honestly for $100 you shouldn't really expect much. And yeah, that basically sums it up in terms of specifications. In terms of build quality, it's plastic, apart from obviously the display. The back is plastic, the frame is plastic, and luckily we do have a Type-C charging port, as this has been mandated on companies to basically include. And surprisingly enough, what hasn't been mandated, but it is, here is the headphone jack. We also have the speaker grills at the bottom, and we have our power button, volume markers. And this, I don't know if isn't actually a fingerprint sensor. Let's quickly check. Okay, apparently it's not showing results when you're typing them, so that's great. Wait, no, not update. What am I checking? Where the hell is the screen lock? Piss off! So we have pin, pattern, and password, none, and we do have fingerprint. Okay, so this is actually, the power button here doubles as a fingerprint sensor. I was kind of considering this, but I wasn't sure, so I wanted to check. So there we go, that's basically the device right here. For $100, it is bottom of the barrel right here. It doesn't really offer much for the money. And if you can, I highly urge you to maybe save up more and get a better device. Phones like this with relatively weak processors and just kind of skimping on everything do tend to have problems. Just generally kind of user experience is kind of poor. So generally, if you're looking for, you know, phone and you don't mind spending a little bit more, and I don't mean like, you know, I'm not going to be saying 500 is what you're supposed to be spending. No, and neither anything like flagship. Flagships at this point are just kind of useless. They're there to just try to get as much money from people for nothing really. And the reason this is a thing is because, well, in reality, mid-range devices have become really damn good. So depending on what you want and how much money you're willing to spend, you can have very, very good devices that will last you a decent amount of time. And one of those that I'm always kind of coming back to would be the CMF phone, either 1 or 2 Pro. They're about the same in terms of performance. In terms of cameras, the 2 Pro will be much better. But if you're looking for a cheap device, then go for whatever you can get on a bigger discount. And typically, these devices sold for about $200 at release. Though, for instance, the first one came out over a year ago, so it could be cheaper than $200, obviously, for the purpose that it's not necessarily the newest device. But it's still going to be infinitely better than what we have right here. So in terms of user experience, you're gonna have much better time using it, and both of these use a much better display and processor and can charge faster. So these in itself are already great improvements that I personally would consider worth the money, the extra money. If you are willing to spend it, I highly recommend looking for something along those lines. Specifically, the processor in there and the nice display will be the defining kind of difference between these devices, which will make the usability of said device much more pleasant watching content on it on an AMOLED display with also 120 Hz refresh rate is much nicer than watching it on a cheap screen like an LCD that we have right here. And because the processor is much faster, you're gonna get through everything much quicker, and you can even do gaming on it. If you're into that, gaming on that phone will be okay. It won't be great. It won't compete to, flagship phones, but it will definitely be much better than what we have right here by a long margin. So could be a great option for several different reasons. And both of these devices, even the older one, the CMF Phone 1, will be significantly better in terms of photos than what we have right here. Now, I remember there was also Poco ZF. Is it this one? No, it couldn't be this one. Let me quickly check. Could have been this one, right? Yeah, there's also a Poco M8. Let me see if there's another one. Okay, no, this is probably the one that I'm thinking of. So there's also Poco M8, which bears a lot of resemblance to the CMF phone. And the difference is it has a little bit of a bigger battery life, or bigger battery generally. Same thing when it comes onto the display. It's great. I think it is a little bit bigger in size compared to the CMF phone. So if you're looking for a bigger display, maybe Xiaomi would be better. Price-wise, it looks to be about $30 more. And also rocks a Snapdragon 6 Gen 3. I think this processor might be a little bit weaker than the CMF phone, but I'm not certain about that one. So I recommend checking it out first. But both of these options will still be great alternatives if you are willing to spend a little bit more. Now this is basically where I kind of cut off the spending in a way. I don't really recommend, if you're looking for a good cheap phone, that's basically as good as it gets. These two devices that I listed right here, these are like at the cheap range, as $200 is what I'd consider like at the top of low-end devices. But what they offer is actually closer to like mid-range device to closer to high-end almost, as there's a lot of features in there that are like high-end, like AMOLED displays with high refresh rates, decent charging speeds, and good cameras. Though they won't be competing with obviously flagships, but for the price, it's a no-brainer. And honestly, the only other device that I would recommend picking up if you're looking for like the greatest experience, well, still on a budget, would be the F8 Pro, I think, which is also Poco. Now that is basically double the price at $500, but again, this phone competes with devices that are at like $1,000. Now I know we're kind of looking at a budget, so this is just like a little insight if you're interested. Generally, I would recommend stopping at that 200 mark, which again, double what we have right here, but more than double in terms of what you get. And it's well worth saving up to maybe pick that up instead of sticking with this, or looking for something at this range. The thing is, cheap phones are getting really good, and well, good phones, or like really good phones like flagships, aren't really getting cheap, to be honest. They're actually getting more expensive. So when it comes also to like the very bottom of the barrel phones, like these ones are $100, some even costing less than that. I think the cheapest one I've seen was like $70. These are not offering almost anything worth the money here. Though to be fair, this one has that high refresh rate, so that is already, for that price, that is already a standout feature. But generally, I would recommend going for that higher end, the 200 mark. And this will be literally for low-end devices, like the sweet spot. You get absolutely banger device for still a very affordable price. So anyway, I hope you found this video helpful, as there's not much more to say about this. And if you did, don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and thanks for watching.
Hello, in this video I want to show you how to restore backup and how to transfer data on ZTE Blade V70 Vita. Okay, first I'll show you how you can transfer the data from a previous device into your ZTE, and then I'll show you how you can restore the backup from the Google one. I'm sorry that the background is so dark, but the brightness on the ZTE Blade is locked and it's impossible to change it. So it needs to be just like it is right now. Select your language, click on next. Now connect with available network for you. Type the password. Click on connect. Okay. Okay, getting the phone ready. It might take a little bit, so we need to wait a little. Okay, after the loading, we have possibility to copy apps and data. Click on next. Click on next once again. Now, if you have a cable that fits, you can connect both devices to each other. In my case, it would require a USB-C to USB-C cable. I don't have a cable that fits, but don't worry if you also don't have a cable. Click that you don't have it and click on copy without. We'll be able to do it wirelessly using the Wi-Fi. Click on next. Okay, now on our second phone, we need to open up the Google app. Click on next. Click on next. Now, in the search bar, we need to type set up my device. Okay. Click on next. Okay, verify the shapes. If they are the same, click on next on your previous phone. Click on copy. I also need to verify by typing the screen lock that I have on this phone. Okay, now it says that we need to continue the setup on our new device. Our ZTE is connecting. Okay, getting ready to copy. So now we have to wait a little. Okay, now we need to choose what we want to copy. In here we can see the list. When it comes to things such as Gmail, Google Photos, Calendar, and Contacts, they are synced automatically. In my case, I would like to copy everything except the apps, so I will unselect them, then click on copy, if you have selected everything that you want. Okay, and now basically we need to go through the setup process because the whole copying will be done in the background. So now, scroll down, hit on accept. Now we have possibility to turn on the backup services. They are really useful and always turn them on, but it's up to you. Click on next. We need to select the default browser and the search engine. I always pick the Google Chrome and Google as my search engine. Boom, set as default. Now you can set the daily wallpaper. It's up to you. You can click on accept. I'll just click on next to skip it. Now click on more and agree. Agree. Next. You can set the screen lock. Also, you can set the face unlock and the fingerprint. I'll skip it right now. Don't worry, it's always available later. Now we have the system navigation. We can select, do we want to use the gestures or the virtual navigation? I'll stick to gestures. Click on next. Click on more and agree. More and agree. Now you can set your Google Assistant, so you can say this sentence. You can always set it up later. Click on agree. Okay, you can also add another email account, change how the text displays, and review additional apps. I don't want any of it, so I'll click on no thanks. Okay, nearly done. When it comes to the copying, so we need to wait a little bit. Copying is done, so hit the button. In here we can click on close. We won't be needing our phone anymore, I mean the old one. Click on get started. You can select your favorite apps and download them, I think, but I don't want it, I'll skip it. Okay, click on got it. And now we are ready to use our phone. Also, if you open up the notification bar, you'll be able to see the processes in the background. So, as you can see, some apps are being installed. So don't disconnect from the Wi-Fi yet and wait until everything gets downloaded. Okay, that was the first method. Now I'll show you how we can restore the backup from Google One. Okay, now the second method. Again, we're doing the setup process. And now connect to the Wi-Fi. Click on connect. Once again, we need to wait. Okay, now we have possibility to copy apps and data, so click on next, but this time we need to click that we cannot use other device. Click on OK. And now we'll have possibility to sign in into the Google account. It should appear at any second. Okay, here it is. And now we need to sign in into the exact same Google account on which we made the backup before. It is really important because if you sign in into wrong account, you won't have possibility to restore your backup. So sign in into the same Google account. And now I'll type the mail. Okay, then click on next. And now within a few seconds, we'll have possibility to type the password. So it will appear. Okay, right now I'll type it. Click on next. Boom. Now we need to wait. Okay, I have two-step verification, so I need to verify on my second device. Okay. Click on next. Agree. Get in the account info. So we'll have to wait. Okay, and now select the backup that you want to restore. In my case, I would like this one, so I'll click on that. Okay, now select from the list what you would like to restore. When it comes to the Google Photos, Gmail, Calendar, and Drive, they are synced automatically. And now I want to restore everything except the apps. Now click on Restore if you have selected everything. The restoring process will begin in the background and we'll have to go for the setup process. So now scroll down, hit on Accept. Now you have backup services that are really useful. Always turn them on. It's up to you also what you want to do. Click on Next. Now we need to select the default browser. Always pick Google Chrome and Google as my search engine. And now you can accept to daily wallpapers. I don't want it, so I'll click on Next. Now click on More, Agree, Agree, and Next. Now we can add the screen lock, fingerprint, and also we can add the face unlock. It's up to you. For now, I will skip it, but it's always available later in the settings, so don't worry if you don't do it now. Now select the system navigation mode, gestures or virtual navigation. I'll stick to gestures, so I'll click on Next. Okay, now we can access our Google Assistant by simply saying, hey Google. It's up to you. Do you want to add it? For now, I'll skip it. You can also access your assistant without unlocking your device. I'll agree, why not? Okay, in here you can add another email account, change how the text displays or review additional apps. I'll click on No Thanks. Okay, now click on Get Started. I don't want to select any favorite apps, so I'll just skip it. If you want, you can click on Continue. It's up to you. It's your device. Okay, now click on Get It. And now we are ready to use our device. Also, don't disconnect from the Wi-Fi yet, because if you open up notification bar, you can see that some of the things are being installed. And also some of the contacts and other things from the Google might being synced in the background. So don't disconnect from the Wi-Fi yet and simply wait a little bit until everything gets fully restored. Alright, and that's all in this video. Thank you all for watching. If you found this video helpful, please leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Hello, in this video I'm going to show you how to restore WhatsApp backup on ZTE Blade V70 Vita. Alright, but before we launch our WhatsApp, we need to open up the settings. And in here, scroll down until you find the Google. And you need to make sure that you're signed in into the exact same Google account on which you made your backup before, because if you'll be signed in into wrong account, you won't be able to restore your chat. So simply sign in into the same Google account that you have selected when you are creating your backup before. Now we can launch our WhatsApp. Also, you need to have your SIM card inserted, remember about it. Select your language, click on agree and continue. We can allow to send us notifications, and now we need to type our phone number right in here. You can also click on what's my number, and you can click on continue, allow, and now it will be automatically copied, as you can see. Now click on next. Okay, select that this is the good number. Okay, it's going to be verified, and now click on continue, click on allow. Okay, it's requesting for a call. It will be automatically answered. Okay, automatically verifying. Okay, and now our phone number has been verified. So everything went fine. Now we have contacts in media. We need to click on continue. Now allow, allow, and allow all. Select restore from backup and click on continue. It is important that you do it right now, because if you click on skip, you won't have possibility to restore your chats later. So we need to do it right now. Okay, our chats are being restored. Everything went fine. Click on next. In here you can type your name and also change the profile photo if you are interested. Click on next. You can add the recovery email. For now I'm about to skip it. I don't want it. And now as you take a look, everything has been properly restored. We have our videos, photos, and of course normal messages. So everything went okay. Alright, and that's all in this video. Thank you all for watching. If you found this video helpful, please leave a like, comment, and subscribe.
Hello guys, today I'm going to show you how to transfer the data from your own Android device during the initial setup of your ZTE Blade V70 Vita. So once you see the setup screen, tap start. Here you can tap skip. With the one I need to lower my exposure level quickly. Okay, now you can see everything. Here you can now connect to your Wi-Fi network. Let me, for example, this one with this password. Connect. Now once you're connected, we can go further. At first we need to get to this Google transferring the data from our own Android, and it takes some time. Here, as I can see, to have copy apps and data, tap next. And now here, use another device. You need another Android device or an iPhone or an iPad. Turn it on and keep it unlocked. So here now we need the USB Type-C cable, and once plugged you need to tap next, and now here next. Here now the connection between both devices will go through, and you'll be able now to use these transferring data. The only thing you need is to just follow the Google prompts to migrate data on the other device. That's it. Hope it helps you, and goodbye. Hello guys, in today's video I'm going to show you how to enable the dark mode on your ZTE Blade V70 Vita. The first thing that you need to do is to open the settings. Now you need to tap display, and here dark mode, tap it. Turn on now. Now as I can see, dark mode is enabled. And to disable, go to dark mode back again, turn on now, disable it. That's it, how it helps you, and goodbye. Hello guys, in today's video I'm going to show you how to switch to the gesture navigation from the buttons in your ZTE Blade V70 Vita. At first you need to open here the settings, And now here you need to scroll down till you see the features over here. Now tap here System Navigation. Here from Virtual Navigation you need to tap Gestures. Now we have switched from the virtual navigation, which is called buttons, to the gestures. That's it, how it helps you, and goodbye. Hello guys, in today's video I'm going to show you how to enable the USB debugging in your ZTE Blade V70 Vita. At first open the settings, and now scroll all the way down to the About Phone section. Scroll down to the build number and tap this build number until you see here you are now a developer. You'll need to enter the passcode or your pattern. Go back, tap System and Update, and tap Developer Options. Scroll down till you see Debugging USB Debugging. Tap it, tap OK, and now our USB debugging is enabled. That's it, how it helps you, and goodbye, have a nice day.
Hi everyone, in front of me I've got ZTE Blade V70 Vita, and let me share with you how to check the IMEI number of this device. So let's start with opening the dialer, and let's tap on the keypad and enter the code, which is *#06#. And as you can see by this code, we are provided with both IMEI numbers of this device. So let's tap on OK, and now another way through the settings. So let's open the settings. Right here we have to scroll all the way down to About Phone, and as you can see right here we've got both IMEI numbers for both SIM slots. Alright, so that will be all. Thank you so much for watching. Please hit the subscribe button and leave the thumbs up. Hi everyone, in front of me I've got ZTE Blade V70 Vita, and let me share with you how to check the serial number of this device. So let's start with opening the dialer, and let's enter the code, which is *#06#. And as you can see at the bottom of this pop-out window, we've got the serial number of this device. So let's tap on OK. And now another way through the settings. Let's open the settings. Here we have to scroll all the way down to find About Phone, and then tap on Model. And as you can see right here, we've got the serial number of this device. Alright, so that will be all. Thank you so much for watching. Please hit the subscribe button and leave the thumbs up. Hi everyone, in front of me I've got ZTE Blade V70 Vita, and let me share with you how to reset camera preferences on this device. So let's start with opening the camera app. And currently we are on the video mode. You can go to capture one. It doesn't really matter because we will open general settings. So let's open the settings, which are in the right upper corner. Tap on this gear icon, then scroll all the way down to find the option Restore Defaults, and tap on Done. And we just got back to the camera, which means that we just successfully reset all camera preferences. Alright, so that will be all. Thank you so much for watching. Please hit the subscribe button and leave the thumbs up.
Hello guys, in today's video I'm going to show you how to reset network settings in your ZTE Blade V70 Vita. So at first you need to open the settings, and now scroll down all the way to the System and Update. Tap it, tap Reset Options, and here tap Reset Network Settings. Now this will reset all mobile network settings, Bluetooth, and the Wi-Fi. Reset, reset. Network settings have been reset. Now you need to add your Bluetooth devices, Wi-Fi networks, and add your SIM card settings back again. That's it, how it helps you, and goodbye, have a nice day. So, hello guys, in today's video I'm going to show you how you can easily check the battery health and usage in your ZTE Blade V70 Vita. So, at first you need to open the settings, and now here you need to scroll down to the battery. To check the battery health, tap battery health. As you can see here, they have date of reduction, date of first use, health, which is 100%, number of charge discharge cycles, 2, and the battery protection. Apart from that, if you go back and scroll down, you can see battery usage. This is the time span, the time clause over here, and here they have by app usage or by hardware. And that's it, how it helps you, and goodbye. Guys, in today's video I'm going to show you how to take a screenshot on your ZTE Blade V70 Vita. So, at first, you need to open here in your device the settings. Here, now you need to scroll down till you see features. Here, as you can see, we do have gesture and motion. Tap it, and now here, as you can see, we have 3-finger swipe down for a screenshot. So, have it enabled. And now the first method is to click power and volume down to make a screenshot. Simultaneously, of course, at once. And now the second one is to, as you can see, swipe down with 3 fingers on your screen. That's it, how it helps you, and have a nice day. Goodbye.
Hi everyone, in front of me I've got ZTE Blade V70 Vita, and let me share with you how to reset up preferences on this device. So let's start with opening the settings, and here we have to scroll and find the apps. Then let's tap on see all 64 apps, of course 64 in my case, and then tap on the 3 dots icon in the right upper corner. Tap on Reset Up Preferences, and here your device is informing you what it will actually reset, so among others, disabled app notifications, background data restrictions for apps, and any permission restrictions. What's more, no worries, you won't lose any app data, so simply tap on Reset Apps, and basically this is it. Alright, so that will be all. Thank you so much for watching. Please hit the subscribe button and leave the thumbs up.
Hello guys, in today's video I'm going to show you how to change the font size and style in your ZTE Blade V70 Vita. So, the first thing that we need to do is to open the settings in our device. Wait a moment, I need to reset my settings. Here, settings, and now here we need to now scroll down to, let me scroll down, display here. If you have larger display, you won't see that. Here tap font. Now here we can change the font size by using this slider, and font wave over here. And actually that's it. We don't have much more options. Goodbye, have a nice day.
Hi everyone, in front of me I've got ZTE Blade V70 Vita, and let me share with you how to clear credentials on this device. So let's begin with opening the settings, and here we have to scroll and find the option Security and Privacy. Then let's scroll down and find more Security and Privacy. Scroll down again and find Encryption Credentials. So right here we've got the option we're looking for, so clear credentials. Let's tap on it and confirm it by tapping on OK. So as you can see, not only we've got this information, but also this option is inactive, which means that we just successfully removed all saved certificates. Alright, so that will be all. Thank you so much for watching. Please hit the subscribe button and leave the thumbs up. In front of me I've got ZTE Blade V70 Vita, and let me share with you how to check for the software updates on this device. So first of all, make sure that you've got the internet connection, because it is required, and I highly recommend using Wi-Fi instead of mobile data. And then we can open the settings. Here we have to scroll all the way down to find System and Update, and at the top we've got the option System Update, so let's tap. Now your device will check for the updates, and basically you can meet 2 different scenarios. So this is the first one where your software is up to date and there's nothing to download. And the second scenario is where your device will actually find the update. It will show you the information about it, what has been fixed, what has been added, and then you will be able to tap on download or install and apply the update. Alright, so that will be all. Thank you so much for watching. Please hit the subscribe button and leave the thumbs up. Hi everyone, in front of me I've got the ZTE Blade V70 Vita, and let me share with you how to change the screen timeout on this device. So let's start with opening the settings, and here we have to scroll and find the display. Then let's scroll down and find a screen timeout. And as you can see here, we've got some options from which we can choose. At the top, relatively short ones, and at the bottom, the longest time option, which is 30 minutes. And under it, we've got also the option never, which means that after choosing it, your device will never black out automatically. So just mark the option you'd like to use. I'll pick 30 minutes, and it is immediately marked. And after getting back, you can see that it is notified right here. And it means that from now on, after 30 minutes of inactivity, this device will black out. Alright, so that will be all. Thank you so much for watching. Please hit the subscribe button and leave the thumbs up.
Hello guys, in today's video I'm going to show you how to do a forced restart, which is called the soft reset on your ZTE Blade V70 Vita. At first, we can do this by only holding the power and volume up button. So once you hold the power, which is here, and volume up, which is here, simultaneously for more than 10 seconds, your phone will just go off and vibrate. As I can see, in a moment, let me do this once again. As I can see here, we have you may press and hold power button for over 10 seconds to force restart the device. So hold the volume up and power simultaneously until your phone just will go off, like mine now here. It vibrated, and now, as I can see, it's turning on back again. That's how it works. That's it. Hope it helps you, and goodbye. Have a nice day. Hello guys, in today's video I'm going to show you how you can easily enable the face unlock in your ZTE Blade V70 Vita. The first thing that you need to do is to open these links. Now you need to go straight to the security and privacy option over here and tap set a screen lock. Here tap pattern, for example, make yourself a pattern. Of course, it doesn't have to be a pattern. It can be, as you can see, screen lock. It can be here PIN code or complex password with alphanumeric signs. So once you have done your screen lock, tap face and fingerprint unlock. Enter your pattern right here and tap face unlock. Done. Create now and put your face to start. That's it. That's all things. That are all the things you have to do. Goodbye.
Hi everyone, in front of me I've got ZTE Blade V70 Vita, and let me share with you how to show battery percentage on the status bar in this device. So let's start with opening the settings, and here we have to scroll and find the option notification and status bar. Right here we have to go and tap on status bar icons, and on the second position we've got the battery percentage, so let's tap. Here we've got some options from which we can choose. So as you can see, we've got 4 different options. So we can either don't display battery percentage, we've got only the battery icon, then we can display it inside the battery icon, so it is rather small, outside the battery icon, so it is on the left and it is much more visible, or don't display battery icon at all, and at the same time we do not display the percentage, so we do not have any kind of information about the battery. So obviously choose the option which you like the most. Alright, so that will be all. Thank you so much for watching. Please hit the subscribe button and leave the thumbs up.
Hello, in this video I'm going to show you how to reboot ZTE Blade V70 Vita. Okay, the process is really easy. All we need to do is to launch the power menu, and we do it by clicking the power key and volume up at the same time, just like that. Now, as you can see, we have our power menu turned on. Now simply select the restart, tap again. Now our device will be turned off, and after a few seconds it will be automatically turned on again, and the phone will be ready to use. Also, I will tell you that rebooting your device from time to time is good for your device health, because basically during that process our phone rests for a while. Also, the RAM gets freed up, all of the processes that are running in the background are being closed, so rebooting can help sometimes with performance of your device. Also, if you have some issues, for example, with your apps that they don't want to launch or they are lagging, that's also the moment when you can try to perform a reboot. Alright, and that's all in this video. Thank you all for watching. If you found this video helpful, please leave a like, comment and subscribe.
Hi guys, welcome back to the HardReset.Info channel. In today's video I'm going to show you how to record the screen on your ZTE Blade V70 Vita. So the first thing that you need to do is to scroll to the control panel over here. Now enlarge this menu and you should see here record screen. If you don't, tap this pen icon over here, but you need to tap it. And once you tap it, you need to here search for the recording screen shortcut, and here let it be, for example, this one. You need to hold and place it right here. Now, while we have our record screen here, we need to tap it. Wait a moment, and now we have our screen being recorded. When I tap a mic over here, now I do record my microphone here. Now our recording begins, and now to finish we need to tap this square icon. That's it. Hope it helps you, and goodbye. Hello guys, in today's video I'm going to show you how to use and enable the fast charging in your ZTE Blade V70 Vita. So actually there is no option to have this option disabled or enabled. The only thing is that we need to ensure that we are using the original 22.5 watt charger. Once we are sure, we need to just plug in our device to power. Now our lock screen should, wait a moment, should display the information that we do have here, the fast charging. As you can see, I don't have this fast charging as charger, so I use only normal charging, but you should see the display fast charging or supercharge. Let me show you how this works from the lock screen. Normal charging without any message. If we have some other fast charge, it will see the lock screen displaying fast charging or supercharge. That's it. Hope it helps you, and goodbye.
Hi everyone, in front of me I've got ZTE Blade V70 Vita, and let me share with you how to allow unknown sources on this device. So let's start with opening the settings, and here we have to scroll and find the apps. Then let's scroll down and go to Special App Access, scroll and find Install Unknown Apps. So right here we've got the list of apps which are allowed or not allowed to install some content, and of course we can change it. All you have to do is to find the app. I'll pick Chrome and then tap on the switcher next to allow from this source. After getting back, you can see that the Chrome is now allowed to install something, but be aware, because you're doing it on your own responsibility. Some third-party apps aren't verified by the developer, so you may put your data and actually whole device at risk. So remember about that and choose the apps wisely. Of course, you can always remove previously granted permissions. Just tap on the app and tap on the switcher again. And after getting back, you can see that the Chrome in my case is not allowed to install anything. Alright, so that'll be all. Thank you so much for watching. Please hit the subscribe button and leave the thumbs up. Hi everyone, in front of me I've got ZTE Blade V70 Vita, and let me share with you how to change the wallpaper on this device. So let's start with opening the settings, and here we have to scroll and find theme and personalization. Then let's tap on wallpaper, and as you can see here we've got some albums from which we can choose the wallpaper from. We've got plenty of beautiful pre-installed options from which we can choose. Moreover, at the top we've got the option recently used wallpapers and this picture icon right here, and it means that we can enter our own photos and set them as a wallpaper. But I think I'll pick something from those options, and if you wish to check the preview, simply tap on the wallpaper. It will appear on the full screen. You can tap on preview to check the full screen, and now let's simply tap on Set As. Now you can decide where you want to set it, so as a home screen, lock screen, or both, and I will choose both options, so let me tap on it. Now we can go back, and as you can see, the wallpaper has been played successfully. Alright, so that will be all. Thank you so much for watching. Please hit the subscribe button and leave the thumbs up.
Hello guys, in today's video I'm going to show you how to set up a fingerprint unlock in your ZTE Blade V70 Vita. The first thing that you need to do is to open the settings. Now you need to here scroll down to the security and privacy over here. Now scroll down to the device unlock and here tap face and fingerprint unlock. And there your pattern, tap fingerprint and tap done. Register. Start, and now place your finger over here. Now you need to, as you can see, place and raise. Place and raise until you have the full fingerprint. You need to scan different places of your fingerprint. And now, as you can see, recording the edge. And now tap OK, and now we can close and open. That's it. Hope it helps you, and goodbye. Hello guys. In today's video I'm going to show you how to turn on the eye care mode on your ZTE Blade V70 Vita. So at first you need to open here the settings, and now wait a moment, I need to just lower my brightness a little bit so they can see it comfortably. Now go to the display. Here, once you're in the display, tap here the night light. Here you can tap turn on now, and now as you can see our screen is more orange. Here we can increase the filterable light and from low to recommended or high, and same with the reduce white point. Reduce the intensity of red colors, which makes it easier to look at your screen. Apart from that, if we disable it, we have something called the read mode. If you tap it, you can tap for entire device. Now we have the reading mode, which is comfortable for our eye. But the feature called the eye care mode is not named in this device. This is called the night light, but it's the same actually. That's it. Hope it helps you, and goodbye.
Hi everyone, in front of me I've got ZTE Blade V70 Vita, and let me share with you how to update the apps on this device. So let's start with opening the Play Store, but before I actually forgot to mention that you need the internet connection, so make sure that you've got one, and then open the Play Store. Be aware, because you need to be logged in. You can check our tutorial of how to do it, how to add or remove a Google account in the specific device if you don't want to do it on your own. So now all we have to do is to tap on the circle in the right upper corner, which is your account, and then tap on Manage Apps and Device. Then go to Updates Available, and as you can see here, we've got the list of all updates pending. In my case, I've got only one, but usually you will have a lot of apps here. And basically, all you have to do here is to either tap on Update All, and your device will automatically download and update all of the apps, or you can simply go through the list and tap on Update next to the specific app. And after that, of course, your device will automatically download the updates and also automatically update them. Alright, so that will be all. Thank you so much for watching. Please hit the subscribe button and leave the thumbs up. Hi everyone, in front of me I've got ZTE Blade V70 Vita, and let me share with you how to activate automatic software updates on this device. So let's start with opening the settings, and here we have to scroll all the way down to find System and Update. Then let's choose the option System Update, and here tap on the three dots icon in the right upper corner. Now let's tap on the settings, and as you can see here, we've got some options which are connected with the services or actually auto download. So I highly recommend to keep all of those options turned on. So first of all, auto check updates, because your device will automatically check whether you've got any kind of update pending or not. So highly recommend to keep this option turned on. Auto download, because after checking for the updates, your device will automatically download the update. So I highly recommend to use that also. And also this one, because thanks to it, your device will not only check for the updates or download the updates, but also install them at night when the mobile is not in use, usually between 1 and 5 a.m. So highly recommend to use all of those options here. Alright, so that will be all. Thank you so much for watching. Please hit the subscribe button and leave the thumbs up.
Hello guys, in today's video I'm going to show you how you can easily update your software, which is called MyOS software, in your ZTE Blade Vita. Once we are here, we need to go to the settings and scroll all the way down to the system and update. Now tap system update over here at the top, and here tap allow. I have no idea why our system require us to have the calls permission, but let's give it. And now here, as you can see, I'm not connected to any Wi-Fi network, so let us connect to some Wi-Fi network. Let be this one. I need to enter my password now. Let me just uncover it so I won't make any mistake. Okay, I've made one. And now we can go back to the system update. Now we need to just here system update, and now if you have any updates, just tap here update device. And now you need to just follow the on-screen instructions, which is mostly don't power off your device, don't just undo anything, and wait until the software update is done. And that's it. Hope it helps you, and goodbye.
Hi everyone, in front of me I've got ZTE Blade V70 Vita, and let me share with you how to clear the browser on this device. So let's start with opening the browser. In my case it will be Google Chrome, but no worries, because this operation is pretty similar in all of the browsers which are commonly used, so I'm pretty sure that you will be able to figure out how to do it on your own browser. So now we are on the first page of our browser. All we have to do is to tap on the three dots icon in the right upper corner and tap on the browsing data. Here we've got some basic options like visited websites, opened tabs, cookies cache, and other site data. Here we've got the time range. You can change it from last 15 minutes to, for example, last 4 weeks, or even all time. It's up to you. And then tap on delete data. However, if you wish to remove some advanced browsing history, just tap on more options. And here we've got them, so opened tabs, saved passwords, autofill from data, and site settings. If you want to remove something, make sure that it is marked. So as you can see, I will remove everything. Here the time range from last 15 minutes, we can change it again, and then tap on delete data. We just got back to the home page. Here we've got our information, and this means that we just successfully removed browsing history. Alright, so that will be all. Thank you so much for watching. Please hit the subscribe button and leave the thumbs up. Hi everyone, in front of me I've got ZTE Blade V70 Vita, and let me share with you how to change video resolution on this device. So let's start with opening the camera app. Usually you will start with the capture mode. So let's switch to the video one. Just tap on the video. If you can see the red color inside the shutter button, it means that for sure you're on the video mode. Now let's enter the settings, which are in the right upper corner. And here we've got something which is called video size, which is basically video resolution. After tapping on it, you can see that in this device we've got 3 different options, so SD, HD, and FHD. So let me choose, for example, this one. Simply tap on the option which you'd like to use, and as you can see, it will be immediately notified right here, and it means that from now on your device will use the chosen resolution whilst recording a video. If you wish to change the video size or video resolution for the front camera, you have to come back to the camera itself, then tap on this option to reverse the camera. Right now we've got the front one applied, and tap on the settings icon in the right upper corner again. And as you can see right now we've got the video size for the front camera, and we can tap on it and change it also for this option. Alright, so that will be all. Thank you so much for watching. Please hit the subscribe button and leave the thumbs up. Hi everyone, in front of me I've got ZTE Blade V70 Vita, and let me share with you how to change date and time on this device. So let's start with opening the settings, and here we have to scroll all the way down and find System and Update. Then let's tap on Date and Time, and here we've got some options which are currently inactive. It is because we are using the times which is set automatically. So first of all, turn off all of those switchers right here to turn off all of the automatic options, and now we can freely tap on Date and change the date just by swiping, confirm it by tapping on OK. The same with the time, just by swiping and tap on OK. Here the time zone, just tap on it, tap on the region, and right here we've got the full list of available regions, so find yours and tap on it. It will be immediately applied. Here also the time format, we can change it. We can decide whether we want to use the 12-hour format, which is currently applied, or 24-hour one just by tapping on the switcher. Of course, it's up to you which option you prefer. So this is the whole manual customization of date and time. Of course, you can go back to all previous settings just by tapping on those switchers next to the automatic options. Alright, so that will be all. Thank you so much for watching. Please hit the subscribe button and leave the thumbs up. Hi everyone, in front of me I've got ZTE Blade V70 Vita, and let me share with you how to set the camera timer on this device. So let's start with opening the camera app, sorry. So here we've got the location. It's completely up to you. Oh, sorry. Just give me a second and I will come back to the camera. Alright, so we are in the camera app. So now we have to tap on the settings icon in the right upper corner. Also make sure that you've got this capture mode turned on. So let's go to the settings, and here scroll and find countdown duration. So in this device, we've got 3 different options, so off, 3 and 10 seconds delay. Let me choose 10 seconds delay, so just tap on the option which you'd like to use, and as you can see, it is immediately notified right here, so we can go back and now tap on the shutter button. Unfortunately, we do not have any kind of information that we've got the timer set. So let's tap on the shutter button, and from now on, our device will count down from 10 or 3, depending on which option you've chosen, and after that time, it will take a photo. Okay, now if you wish to turn it off, simply open the settings again, go to composition line, countdown duration, and tap on off. And from now on, your device will take photos right after touching the shutter button. Alright, so that will be all. Thank you so much for watching. Please hit the subscribe button and leave the thumbs up.
Welcome. In this video I will show you how to change DPI settings on your ZTE Blade V70 Vita smartphone. First of all, we're gonna have to open settings, and in settings select display. Now in display we're gonna have to go to both font and display size in order to adjust both font size and the display size too. So in the font menu we'll be able to change the font size by moving this circle is either to the right to enlarge the text or to the left to make it smaller. And here we can also adjust the font weight in the very same way. So once you selected the values that match your taste, we can go back to the display menu and the settings will be applied. Now in display size, we can change the display size in the very same way. We have 3 options to choose from, so the small display, default display, and large display. Select the option that you like, use the preview at the top for reference, and leave this menu to apply the settings. And that's how you do it. Thank you for watching this video. If you liked it, please consider subscribing to our channel, leave us a like in the comment below, and I'll see you in the next one.
Hi everyone, in front of me I've got ZTE Blade V70 Vita, and let me share with you how to change the system language on this device. So let's start with opening the settings. And right here we have to scroll all the way down to find System and Updates, so this kind of arrow icon. Then let's tap on the second option, Languages, and go to System Languages. Then let's tap on Add a Language, and here we've been transferred to the full list of available languages from which we can choose. So simply find yours and then tap on it. I'll pick this one. So just tap on it, choose the region if you can, and tap on it, of course. And now you can see that the language has been immediately applied to the list, but the English is still a main one. So all we have to do is to tap on it and hold it, and then drag it to the first position. And from now on, we've got our new language at the very top, and after a second, our device will display everything in the chosen language. Let me go back, and let me set English, tap on it and hold it, and drag it to the first position. If you wish to remove the languages from this list, just tap on the 3 dots icon in the right upper corner, like that, and tap on Remove. Mark the languages that you'd like to delete, and tap on the trash bin icon in the right upper corner. Tap on Remove, and we've got only one language applied right here. Alright, so that will be all. Thank you so much for watching. Please hit the subscribe button and leave the thumbs up.
Hello guys, in today's video I'm going to show you how to uninstall the bloatware on your ZTE Blade V70 Vita. So at first you need to have your phone, of course, unlocked. Once you have done that, you need to go to the phone's settings. By the one, I need to choose lower the brightness level and adjust it to your preferences. Here, now go to the settings and now scroll down to the apps over here. Once you're here, tap See All Apps. Now you need to search for the applications such as Asphalt Nitro 2. This is of course the bloatware app. Game. Here tap on Install and OK. Now here search for the other one. Booking.com. Uninstall and install. Of course all these applications that are bloatware may vary on every single phone. Even though this is the same company, so make sure that you don't uninstall the system applications, for example Android Auto, Android Suite, etc. When you open some application, you'll see, for example, Cleanup. This is a system built-in app, but you can uninstall it. Don't do so, please. And now you can go further. If you don't want, for example, here the application called DTS Sound, please don't uninstall it, because here this is the system application. But Facebook, here we can uninstall Facebook. Here, if you go even further, you can see Modern Combat Rebel Guns. It's a game. Tap it and install OK. And that's it. That's how it works. Goodbye.
Hello, in this video I'm going to show you how to restart ZTE Blade V70 Vita. Okay, we have 2 methods how we can restart our phone. Of course, I'll show you both of them. First method is a reboot using the power menu. That's also the recommended method. To do it, we need to click the power key and volume up at the same time to launch the menu, just like that. Now all you need to do is to tap on the restart, then tap again. If you do it, your device will be turned off, and after a few seconds it will be automatically turned on again and the phone will be ready to use. When it comes to the second method, it's called the force restart, and it's recommended, for example, when our whole device is lagged and frozen, basically when it's unresponsive and we cannot do anything. That's the moment when we can perform a force restart. To do it, we also need to use the power key and volume up, but this time we need to keep holding both buttons at the same time until the device turns off. So hold both keys, keep holding, going to take a few seconds, so keep holding. When screen turns off, don't release the fingers, wait until the phone vibrates. Okay, when it does, you can release your fingers. Now we can see the ZTE logo, and now we just need to simply wait until our phone turns on. Also, I will tell you that rebooting your device from time to time is good for your device's health, because basically during the reboot our phone rests, we can call it in that way, and also the RAM gets freed up a little, so rebooting can also help with performance of your device, for example. Alright, and that's all in this video. Thank you all for watching. If you found this video helpful, please leave a like, comment and subscribe.
Hello guys, in today's video I'm going to show you how to manage the app permissions in your ZTE Blade V70 Vita. The first thing that you need to do is to open the settings. Now scroll down to the apps over here, and now once you see apps, you need to just here tap CO49 applications. Now here, if you want to modify one's permissions, tap the app, here tap permissions, and now as you can see we do have these allowed and not allowed. Apart from here going to the individual applications and modifying the permissions one by one, we can go back and go to the security and privacy option. Scroll down till you see where is that? Here, more security and privacy. No, it won't be here. Wait, that one. I need to find that option because here they have something called permission manager, and I need to just here tap here privacy, permission manager, and now permission manager is here. As you can see, we have body sensors, 0 of 0 apps allowed, calendar, call logs, camera, contacts, files, etc. Just find the permission you want to manage. For example, let it be nearby devices, and now as I can see we have allowed Android Auto, Android System Intelligence, Google and settings, but not allowed Chrome, DTS Sound, Google Play Store, Google TV, Maps, etc. If you want to give once this permission, tap allow, go back. And that's how it works. Goodbye!
Hi everyone, in front of me I've got ZTE Blade V70 Vita, and let me share with you how to enable the developer options on this device. So let's start with opening the settings, and here we have to scroll all the way down to find About Phone. Then let's scroll down again and go to Status, and here we have to localize, or actually not status, because we have to localize the build number, and sorry I missed that. The build number is right under the email number, so keep tapping on it until you'll see the information that you're in the developer mode, like here, and then go back to the previous section. Then let's go to System and Update, and as you can see at the bottom we've got the developer options, so let's open. So here we've got plenty of advanced settings which we can customize. So for example, you can force the desktop mode, you can turn the option to don't keep activities, here you can change view updates, window animation scale, etc. So a lot of options. So to turn on the option you have to simply tap on the switcher on it and it will be immediately activated and applied. Of course you can turn it off the same way. And if you've got the options without the switcher, simply tap on them to open more options to choose from. If you're done with customization of developer options, you can always turn them off. Just tap on the switcher at the very top of the screen, and most of the options will be inactive, and after getting back, the developer options will disappear from the System and Update settings. But of course, no worries, you can customize them again. Just go back to the build number step and keep tapping. Alright, so that will be all. Thank you so much for watching. Please hit the subscribe button and leave the thumbs up. Hi everyone, in front of me I've got ZTE Blade V70 Vita, and let me share with you how to block a number on this device. So let's start with opening the dialer and open your contact list. Tap on the three bars icon and tap on Contacts. Now let's find the contact which you'd like to block and tap on it, and then scroll all the way down to find the option Block Numbers. Let's tap. Your device will ask you if you really want to do it because you will no longer receive calls or messages from this number, so just tap on block. Right here we've got this characteristic icon, and it means that it has been blocked successfully. Of course, you can unblock it the same way right here, but let me leave it like this. We will check whether it will appear on the blacklist. So we have to come back to this home section after entering the dialer, then tap on the three bars icon in the left upper corner too, and go to settings. Here, let's tap on blocked numbers, and as you can see, this is our blacklist. That's the number we blocked from our contacts. So as you can see, the previous option also works. Here, we can tap on add a number and enter the number manually, so you do not have to have it saved. Tap on block, and it will be immediately applied. Moreover, at the top you've got the option unknown, which means that after choosing it, your device will block the calls from all unidentified callers. Just make sure that it is turned on and it looks like this. If you wish, you can turn it off the same way, of course, just by tapping on the switcher. And if you wish to unblock the number, just tap on this X button right next to it and tap on unblock. Alright, so that will be all. Thank you so much for watching. Please hit the subscribe button and leave the thumbs up. Hi everyone, in front of me I've got ZTE Blade V70 Vita, and let me share with you how to change the ringtone on this device. So let's start with opening the settings, and here we have to scroll down and find sound and vibration. And then let's scroll down again and localize this ringtone section and tap on the first option, phone ringtone. Now you can choose the SIM card for which you'd like to change the ringtone. So I'll pick the first one, for example. So now we are in this phone ringtone section where we've got pre-installed ringtones from which we can choose. Right here next to it we've got also music, and I believe that here we've got the files that you've got, for example, downloaded or recorded. They should appear somewhere here, and you will be able to choose from them and set the piece of art as your ringtone. All right, so at the top here in the phone ringtone, you've got also the option none, which means that after choosing it, your device will not use any kind of sound to notify you about the incoming call. All right, so in order to listen how the particular ringtone sounds, you have to simply tap on it. So for example, this one, and this is how it works. You can listen to it, you can decide if you wish to use it. So let me choose maybe Dream of Love. So just make sure that the option you'd like to use is marked and tap on OK. And as you can see, it is notified right here, and after getting back, it is also notified here, which means that from now on, our device will use the chosen ringtone to notify us about the incoming call. Alright, so that will be all. Thank you so much for watching. Please hit the subscribe button and leave the thumbs up.
Hello guys, in today's video I'm going to show you how you can easily perform a hard reset on your ZTE Blade V70 Vita. So actually we have two ways of doing so. The first is when you open the settings. Here scroll all the way down to the system and update, and now here you need to tap reset options. Here erase all data, factory reset. If you tap it, you need to just tap here erase all data, enter your pattern or passcode, and everything should be done in a couple of minutes. The second way is when you, for example, don't know your passcode or pattern, but of course you won't avoid the FRP in this device, is using the recovery mode. At first, hold the power and volume up and tap power off. Touch to power off. Now, after some time, for example, after a couple of seconds, you need to now hold the power and volume up simultaneously until the ZTE logo appears. After this time, we need to lower the power button and hold only the volume up. Now, as you can see, we are in the Android recovery menu. We need to click volume down, volume down, volume down, volume down to the wipe data factory reset. Click power here and volume down, and here click power back again to do a factory reset. Now, after the factory reset, you will see this menu over here. Now, to enter the system, click power button on the option Reboot System Now, and you'll see the setup screen in your device. The only thing now is that you need to log in to the same Google account that was previously logged in to this device. And that's it. Hope it helps you, and goodbye. Have a nice day.
Hello, in this video I'm going to show you how to create a backup of your data on ZTE Blade V70 Vita. Okay, we need to open up the settings. Now scroll down all the way until you find System and Update and click on the backup. And when it comes to our ZTE Blade, on this phone we have possibility to create a backup using the Google. So down below we have the backup details, we have the photos and videos. We need to make sure that they are enabled. Same thing with other device data, they need to be turned on, and of course you need to be signed in into your Google account, because without it, if you are not signed in, you won't be able to do it. Our backup will be saved in the cloud of our Google account. So if you want to restart that backup later in the future, you'll need to be signed in into the exact same Google account into which you are currently signed in. Down below we can see how many storage space we have. If you don't have enough, you'll have to click on clean up space or get storage to get some space. And down below we can see the backup details. Currently it says no data backup because I didn't create it yet. You need to make sure that photos and videos and other device data are enabled. If they are, click this big green button, backup now. The process will now begin. In here a small circle will appear at any second. Okay, here it is, and it's going to slowly fulfill. Basically, when it disappears, it means that our backup has been successfully created. We'll also see notification on the bottom of the screen if everything goes fine. So it's going to take a little bit, so I'll see you in a second. Okay, the backup has been successfully created. You can see that this circle disappeared, and on the other device data, we can see that our backup has been created 0 minutes ago. Also, if you tap on it, you can see some more backup details right now. And in here we can see what things has been backupped. Alright, now that's all in this video. Thank you all for watching. If you found this video helpful, please leave a like, comment and subscribe.
Hi everyone, in front of me I've got ZTE Blade V70 Vita, and let me share with you how to enable the nightlight or eye comfort mode. So let's start with opening the settings, because I'd like to begin with the customization of this mode, and after that I'll show you much faster access to it. So in the settings, let's go to the display. Here, let's tap on the nightlight. And in order to be able to actually customize it, we have to tap on this first switcher, which will power on this option. And as you can see, the screen turns yellowish or even amber. It is in order to filter the blue light. What's more, it will be much easier for you to look at the screen at the dim light. So if you're a night owl, then I highly recommend to use this mode. Right here, we've got this switcher. By going to the left, we can make it cooler, and by going to the right, warmer. So of course, set it on the intensity which is the most comfortable for you. Here you can also reduce the white point. You can go to the high option or low option, and basically it kind of combines the options with the contrast and the brightness of the screen. So again, set it how you like. Moreover, here we can turn this option on automatically. Just tap on the switcher here and tap on this option. So here we can either turn it on at custom time, and we can freely choose the start and the end time, and your device will apply the mode accordingly. Or you can turn it on from sunset to sunrise, and here your device will automatically decide when the sun sets and sun rises, or it is location based. Alright, so this is the whole customization of the nightlight. And if you wish to have much faster access to this option, simply unroll the top bar. Let's unroll it fully to find a proper icon. And here we've got the nightlight. So let's simply tap on it to turn it on, and tap on it again to turn it off. Alright, so that will be all. Thank you so much for watching. Please hit the subscribe button and leave the thumbs up.
Guys, in today's video I'm going to show you how to set a custom ringtone for your ZTE Blade V70 Vita. At first you need to make sure that you do have your MP3 file downloaded for the ringtone. So at first open Chrome, and just make sure that you have your file downloaded. For me, it's, as I can see, NCS, all we have ever known, fit thread v and IMEI add-on. Here you need to tap either download track or download submerged version. Of course, it's for me, you need to just make sure that you have your MP3 file downloaded. How to make sure that you have this file downloaded? You need to enter the file manager. Here you go to audio. And as I can see, it's me, curtain, thread view, IMEI add-on, all we have ever known. Once done, you need to open settings, scroll down to the tones and vibration, tap it, scroll down to the phone ringtone, select your SIM card, and tap here music. Tap your MP3 file. Apart from that, here as I can see, we do have this cut mode, and we can just cut our file. But of course, that's up to your own preferences. We need to first load our file here. We can cut it, for example, from here to here. We can tap trim. As I can see, it takes some time, but it's worth it. Now we have it saved, and this is this trim with this flare. Tap OK, and we are all done. That's it. Hope it helps you, and goodbye.
Hello, in this video I'm going to show you how to create a WhatsApp backup on ZTE Blade V70 Vita. Alright, we need to open up our app. Once we are here, we need to click on those three dots in the top right corner, and now tap on the settings. Find chats, scroll down, chat backup, and now let's begin with Google account. Currently, in my case, this Google account is selected, and it means that on that account, our backup will be saved and stored. It will be stored in the cloud. So for example, if I want to restart a backup later in the future, I'll need to be signed in into the same Google account that I have selected right now during the backup process. Of course, if you're interested, you can click on Add Account, then sign in into different Google account. It is up to you. Down below we have the automatic backups. Defaultly this option is turned off. In my case, I set it only monthly, which means that each month the backup will be automatically made and I don't need to do this manually. Pretty convenient and comfortable feature. If you want, you can pick between those modes possible on the screen. Let's also include the videos on our backup. And on the bottom we have end-to-end encrypted backup. It's not necessary to turn it on. It's an extra security feature. In here you will be able to create a unique password that you'll need to type in the future if you want to restore your chats. But be aware that if you create a password and when you forget it, you won't be able to restore your chats. Everything will be lost. So if you choose to create it, don't forget it. But just like I'm saying, it's an extra feature. It's not necessary to turn it on. You need to have some free Google storage space right in here. And now to create a backup, hit this green button. The process will now begin. In my case, it will take like 5 seconds because I don't have many messages on this account. Okay, we have the last backup. We can see the hour. We can compare them, so they are the same. It means that everything went successfully. And down below, we can see the size of our backup also. Alright, and that's all in this video. Thank you all for watching. If you found this video helpful, please leave a like, comment, and subscribe.
Hi everyone, in front of me I've got ZTE Blade V70 Vita, and let me share with you how to add the photo to a contact in this device. So let's start with opening your dialer, basically the contacts. So tap on the three words icon in the left upper corner and go to contacts. Then let's scroll down and find the contacts, the contact which you'd like to edit, and tap on it. And tap on this info icon, maybe not info but edit icon, so the pencil. Here we've got the picture and calling card, so let me focus on the picture, so on the photo, but I also highly recommend to set the calling card. So let's tap on the circle here and tap on the plus icon. So here we've got different sections from which we can choose the photo from. So for example, device photos, the camera, we can open it immediately and take a photo of someone who's right in front of us. The gallery, so we can choose something from our photos. Google Photos, where we've got backed up photos, and monogram, where we can either use 1 or 2 letters. Just tap on it and you can use 1 or 2. You can change the background color and the font. Moreover, you can tap on emoji and tap on the emoji and choose something from the full list of available emojis. So also, this is also a great way to customize someone's contact. Moreover, you can change the background color, of course, and you can set it monochrome. Right now it is basically an emoji, but after tapping on this switcher, your device should make it monochromatic, so the more icon-like. However, as you can see, it will not work with all of the emojis, or maybe it is just biased for some reason, but I highly recommend to check this option. However, I'll pick something from the camera. Let me just take a photo of this logo. Okay, we've got it. So let's tap on the stick icon. Now you can change the position of the photo. You can zoom it in or out. And thanks to it, you can decide what you will see after saving the whole contact, because this highlighted circle in which we can see our photo is responsible for it. So position it just like you want to, and then tap on choose. Tap on save in the right upper corner. And this is how our contacts will look like. Of course, you will be able to see this photo on the contact list and, for example, during all incoming calls from that specific number. Alright, so that will be all. Thank you so much for watching. Please hit the subscribe button and leave the thumbs up.
Hello, in this video I'm going to show you how to reset ZTE Blade V70 Vita. Okay, we have 2 methods how we can reset our phone. I'll show you both of them. First, and the recommended method, is a reset using the settings. To do it, open them up, scroll down all the way, find System and Update, select Reset Options, and click on Erase All Data Factory Reset. Of course, remember that everything will be erased from your device. So for example, if you want, you can create a backup of your data. So even after the reset, you'll be able to restore that data on any other device, actually, on any other phone. If you don't know how to create a backup, on our channel you can find a video how to create it. So if you want, you can watch it. Now, if you click on Erase All Data, your device will be turned off. After a few seconds, it will be turned on again automatically. And the next thing that you need to do is to go through the setup process. That's the first method. When it comes to the second one, it's a reset using the recovery mode, but when it comes to this method, we need to remember about 2 things. First thing is that if you have a screen lock set, and if you reset your phone with the screen lock, during the setup process, the phone will want you to type that screen lock as a confirmation that you are a user of this device. And the second thing is that if you are signed in into your Google account, and I'm sure that you are, because basically without Google account, we cannot do anything when it comes to the Play Store, for example, YouTube, etc., etc. Also in the setup process, basically there will be 2 methods. You will be able to type your screen lock to confirm, or you can sign in into the same Google account that you were using before the reset. So have that in mind. Now, to perform a factory reset using recovery mode, we need to power off our device, click power button and volume up button, click on power off, confirm. Now, to enter recovery mode, we need to hold the power key and volume up at the same time. When you'll see the ZTE logo, release the finger from power key, but keep holding volume up. So power key and volume up first, release the finger from power key, keep holding volume up. We are in the recovery mode. Now, using volume keys, we need to select wipe data / factory reset, confirm by clicking the power key. Again, factory data reset, confirm. We can see that the data has been wiped. Now select reboot system now, confirm. And now our device will be turned on automatically, and we'll have to go through the setup process. Alright, and that's all in this video. Thank you all for watching. If you found this video helpful, please leave a like, comment, and subscribe.